dressed wrong.
Yeah, you're drinking hot coffee.
Turtleneck.
You got a hot coffee, a turtleneck, and you're fanning yourself.
I am.
It's like, oh, it's hot.
Well,
Like,
it's
I
so hot
mean,
in here. I have a turtleneck on. It's a very big cup of coffee.
You are aware it's still August, correct?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it is air conditioned in the building, but you still have to get to your car.
I was hoping it was raining again. Bring it back.
Well, we have rain now, but earlier in the day, first half of the afternoon was hot and mostly dry. Then this disturbance that was up in southwestern Mississippi began moving south, and with it got in on some rainfall. Now, most of it has been north of the lake. The bulk of these storms along this kind of solid line, as the South Shore looks like it's probably going to miss out on most of the rainfall, holding together across Baton Rouge down toward the river parishes. Had some brief street flooding primarily across parts of Mandeville. It's a little thunderstorm that popped up north Mandeville around Goodbeat. Continuing south, again, this line is falling apart around the metro area, a bit heavier though out over the river parishes. Nothing severe, but gusty winds and certainly some brief heavy rainfall. And then out ahead of that, we have had some pop-up showers, a couple of thunderstorms down the bayou and south toward the lower parts of Jefferson Parish, where we do have a couple of thunderstorms around the Estelle Jean Lafitte area. This is a disturbance that kind of fired up in Mississippi, then started moving south because most of the day today we have been spent under sunny skies. That allowed our high to get up to 94 degrees. Record is 101, so it could be a lot worse, but definitely above average during the day today. So we did have an above average afternoon today, likely again tomorrow as rain chances will be low. However, looking at the entirety of August, most of the month was spent below average. Now, again, to be fair, there were a few days that we were only within a degree of the average high. So a degree is, you know, below average, yes, but not too far. So the so far average temperature for August, that's looking at all the highs and all the lows, at Kenner is 82.5 degrees. The departure from normal, it's actually about 1.5 degrees below average. That's good. However, looking back at Alexander Cranford, look back at the 10 coolest August based on the average temperature. Look at 1965, the average August temperature was 77.6 degrees, with the top 10 being at 1972 of 81, 82.5 right now. So while yes, most of the month was below average, we're not even in the top 10 of having the coolest August. Always trying to find that silver lining. Thought maybe we would have fallen into the top 10, but no. Mostly cloudy skies out over downtown right now, 86 degrees, thunderstorms near the airport. Thankfully, with that rain-cooled air, we dropped into the 70s, and we're starting to fall into the 80s now, but where there is no clouds and rainfall, easily into the low mid-90s during the afternoon hours. Drier but hotter couple of days. We will see more rain on the way for this weekend. I'll explain why in a moment. And still no named storms out in the tropics, so all of that hype of tropics getting active, again, there are only 2 areas that we're watching, and there are no named storms. And really, looking at the long-range computer models, aside from these 2, into the first couple of weeks of September, we may not see much in the way of any additional development in the tropics. The one that we're going to be watching a little bit closer is right in the central Atlantic. Not very organized right now, actually contending with some wind shear and dry air. This is Invest 91. The good news with this is that most of the models indicate it will stay clear of the islands and then begin turning before ever reaching the Bahamas or the U.S. East Coast. It's possible it makes a turn dramatic enough to avoid Bermuda, but still too soon to know. What we do know, and what is probably most important, it is not a threat to us. Gulf of Mexico remains quiet, as it will continue to do so as we head into the start of September. Next couple of days, hotter and mostly dry, about a 30% chance for some spotty showers. And then a front will actually start to make its way down south. Don't get too excited. Yes, September, but not bringing us any cooler air. It's only going to increase our rain chances for the start of our Labor Day weekend, with Monday seeing more of a normal 40% chance.